Ovia Southwest local government area was created in 1991 after the splitting of the defunct Bender State into Edo and Delta State. The administrative headquarters of the council is Igobazua. The local government, apart from being the largest of all the 18 local government areas that makes up Edo State, is unique in the sense that it's a house for virtually all the tribes in Nigeria: Benin, Robo, Ijo, Ishakiri, Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. Ovia Southwest has a landmass of 2,803 square kilometers and an estimated population of 190,923 people, according to the 2006 National Population Census. 30 years down the line since the creation of Ovia Southwest from Ovia local government area, a sizable number of administrators, military, and civilians alike have administered the council, making meaningful contributions for the growth and development of the local government. On March 5, 2018, Honorable Destiny Enabulele took office as the executive chairman of Ovia Southwest local government area after being sworn in by the executive governor of Edo State, His Excellency Mr. Godwin Obaseki. Upon arriving in Igobazua, the administrative headquarters of the council, one of the first official functions of Honorable Enabulele was the swearing-in ceremony of the legislative arm of the council. As a visionary leader with immense energy and ideas, Honorable Enabulele has never hidden his desire to make Ovia Southwest local government the envy of other councils. As a leader who walks his talk, Honorable Enabulele set out to achieve his dream of a greater Ovia Southwest in a clearly articulated program anchored on infrastructural renewal, education, commerce, water supply, health, human capital development, and social services.
When I assumed office March 5th, 2018, what I met on ground in Ovia Southwest was an eyesore. We have a dilapidated structure, there was no utility for police officers. So the first port of call was to see how to rejig the management system of the local government, a way of assuring them that the brutal for all of us. What that means, what affects you, affects me. So to be very frank with you, the rally is civil servant, but they saw my style of administration or leadership was in tandem with success and progress. And whatever we discuss, without any hesitation, it is carried out to the latter, because they believe that to benefit at least 80% of the population of the government. So, first thing first for us was to provide photocopier machines, laptops, computer desktops, because it was lacking. How can a local government want to make photocopy of some sensitive documents? They have to go outside the secretariat building. There was no longer secret. So we went ahead and procured good numbers of laptops, desktops, and whatever, photocopy machine.
In less than 3 years in office as an executive chairman, Honorable Enabulele successfully changed the Ovia Southwest narrative, placing the council on an enviable pedestal.
We are not just embark on the project. First of all, set up a committee to look at the workability, how we can achieve a reasonable results. It's also a record. I was the first, that my local government was the first local government after the state government to have an economic summit. To have Odo summit. It's on your path to prosperity. We are the first to come up with such a summit. It's to see how to bring a reasonable Ovia indigenous that are selling one field or the other, so that they give us an ideal team to do, because I believe in public PPP, public-private partnership, because we have the public, the private, then we synergize. Because it's our local government. It's not because our days my local government.
In the education sector, A lot of schools either got renovated or had new blocks of classroom added to complement the existing ones. In Okponha community, a block of 3 classrooms with a headmaster office, a store, and toilet facility was constructed by the administration, while Obare Primary School by Mojo got fenced to protect the school from being vandalized. Others are a block of 3 classrooms and a headmaster office in Awori Primary School in Mile 3, fencing of Ula Primary School, as well as the distribution of educational materials to pupils and students are just but a few of his giant strides in the education sector.
We have touched quite a number of areas, like in education. We have distributed chairs, 2, 3, or about 4 times now we have distributed chairs. The list that we have distributed is 100. The list. Chairs and desk and chairs that we have distributed. So for us, and again we've done quite exercise books. We've done up to, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 30 or 40,000 exercise books for the primary school pupils. And we have renovated. We have built new schools. We have fenced the existing school.
In business and commerce area, Honorable Enabulele is mindful of the fact that Ovia Southwest is highly an agrarian council. Hence, his administration placed high emphasis on the construction of stores and markets so that farm produce could be easily purchased and the farmers empowered economically. This saw a number of communities either having their market renovated or new market structures built for them. Usen, Udo, Igbobazua are among the communities that had their market renovated under the purposeful leadership of Honorable Destiny Enabulele.
Before I assumed office, the markets in the Igbobazua was not becoming the main road, very close to the police station. It was not becoming an embarrassment to the local government. I went to the state government. I immediately, because there was already an ongoing new site, we completed that one and we erected another size of the one we meant, because I believe in continuity. I don't want to say because my predecessor back on it, perhaps they must have taken the money that's enough for the project and shot part of it. I don't believe in anything, because I believe it's a collective patrimony, including my humble self, because all of us can be there at the same time to midwife the collective patrimony. That's why I'm here, that's why I'm there at that particular time.
It's a very great achievement. The first time to receive this type of thing in our community here. No local government chairman have done this before now. So that is why we are having the praise for the chairman of the local government at the distance from the road. So if we see anybody on the road now, we will not accept it from them.
I'm very happy today for this laudable market he built for us, this ultra-modern market he built for us. So he's a listening chairman. Anything we tell him, he do it for us. I have never seen his type of chairman that we work with.
We really want to appreciate God for his life and for bringing the dividends of democracy to the people of Ovia Southwest and vis-a-vis the Udo community.
It was when we came for environmental sanitation that she advised that we'll see how we can have a market in Udo. I discussed with some of my supervisors. I'm happy. The most paramount thing is that the people accept the project. So one thing, we have political projects. Another thing is when the people really want the projects. You can see that the people want the project. That is my joy. By the special grace of God, we hope to see more of this.
As a seasoned administrator, Honorable Enabulele does not only provide amenities for his people, he also makes sure that the amenities are evenly distributed across the wards and communities that make up Ovia Southwest local government area. In keeping with the promise, more and more communities continue to enjoy the dividends of good governance with the drilling of a 100 mini borehole at Igbobazua Market, a 100 mini diameter borehole at the General Hospital, Igbobazua, the drilling of a 100 mini diameter borehole at the Chairman's Quarter in the Council Secretariat, and the drilling of a 100 mini diameter borehole at the Corpus Lodge, as well as the reactivation of the borehole at Inner Ubogwo Community. The reaction of the residents of the council is a clear testimony of the untiring efforts of the chairman. Honorable Enabulele is an avid believer in the maxim, health is wealth. Hence, the renovation of a number of primary health centers, including the health post at Igoraki community. Undoubtedly, Honorable Enabulele is a doyen when it comes to human capital development and social security. Not long ago, he doled out some millions of naira in the forms of loans to widows in the locality, just as his distribution of the palliative to the vulnerable is legendary. From the revelation made by the widows, one can understand why the far-sighted chairman embarked on this gesture.
What we are saying now is that we must, all over the world, even in the colonial period in this country, how did they bring development to us?
A man that wants to show is because he has something to show, that's why he's showing. A whole other local government chairman, and this is a challenge to them, but those from Edo South.
Apart from building and renovating schools, Honorable Enabulele added further impetus to the education sector with the supply of chairs and desks to primary schools, even as he embarked on the construction of a computer-based test center at Igobazua, in addition to the donation of 100 chairs to the NYC campground at Okada.
The area of health, we have done quite a number of renovation. But I'm not very frank, we've not constructed any new health center. We have renovated quite a lot. And as I rightly said, there's ongoing computer-based test center in local government, because I discovered that there are no computer-based test center in my local government, not only even in the neighboring local government. I felt that would be a center, knowing fully well of the economic importance of that center to the local government.
As the host of the council headquarters, Igobazua has its fair share of the good governance of the Honorable Enabulele-led administration. The renovation and furnishing of the Igobazua Council Hall, the renovation and furnishing of the Revenue Building, renovation and furnishing of the Marriage Registry Office at the local government secretariat, construction of a generator house, and the rehabilitation of access roads to the secretariat are just but a few of the projects cited at Igobazua.
When I assumed office, the roads, especially the road leading to the council, which happened to be the signature of all eyes in the local government, was not material. I used asphalt to fill in the field portions. It's not just sand and granite or cement. I use asphalt. If you drive now from here to the council, you will see exactly what I'm saying. It's not just that.
The Ovia Southwest Mass Transit also received attention. As an administrator of no means repute, Honorable Enabulele knows the impact of a well-motivated staff, hence the decision to prioritize the welfare of council staff, including political office holders. Purchase of 7 cars for principal officers of the council is a pointer to that, as well as the renovation of offices, including the chairman's quarters.
What I meant in terms of council hall is not even fit for animal hall. So I told it around, even when it was at the roofing level, when the then acting governor, that's the deputy governor, visited to do the foundation laying for our CBT center. He visited the place. And during the campaign, when he came with governor, he told governor that what he saw here was an eyesore. You can see there are conveniences on both sides. But 3 convenience by your left, convenience by your right. So the capacity is about 400 capacity with central PAS, and that's public address system, and not just plastic chairs. Go there and see for us. They are up to standard.
These achievements, no doubt, would not have been possible without the presence of peace and tranquility. The support to security agencies in the council and the governor's support and approval of an army post in Igobazua helped to fortify the security of the local government. Within the past 3 years as a council boss, there has been an outpouring of award and recognitions from individuals and groups in appreciation of the modest contribution of the chairman in moving Ovia Southwest forward. Prominent among them are the Award of Excellence as the most innovative civil society comrade in the South-South by the Student Union Government University of Benin in 2015. Award of Merit in recognition of extraordinary contribution to youth development in Nigeria by the Association of Nigerian Students, NANS. Transformation of academic excellence, student development, humanity, growth, nation building, and community development. It was also bestowed with the Television Current Affairs Department Certificate of Honor in recognition as a regular guest and robust contributor on the Edo Broadcasting Service (EBS) Current Affairs TV program by the management of the station. He also shared some of the secrets of his success story.
In my office for the past 1 year, there's nothing like impress. It's as bad as that. And you already know that should have been my benefit. Not only me, myself as a chairman, the vice, the secretary, my supervisors, even the HODs, OGA, the TLG. For the past 1 year, there's no impress. It's as bad as that. So what we try to do, as I rightly said, we look at things as a scale of preference. And again, in the course of the early hours or the early days or early months of the COVID-19, we happen to be the first local government again that did a palliative, local government owned palliative, not the state assisted. What I did was to reach out to some well-meaning Ovia Southwest entities who came to our rescue. For instance, the boss of the University of Benin assisted us with the cash.
What is his relationship with the governor, His Excellency Mr. Godwin Obaseki, and his deputy, Comrade Philip Shaibu?
The governor, the deputy governor, the SSG, they are my principals. So, for me as a person, I'm in a very perfect working relationship with my governor, the deputy governor, and SSG. And to again let you know that even when I'm asked of politics, governor is my father. Please underline, will be and is my father. As you already know, I lost my father 2 days from today will be 25 years. I was in secondary school when I lost my father. So that's a tell you that the governor fit in perfectly as my father. So from the very beginning, I must be frank. I guess by now you know how I emerged or how I came into politics. Even when the heat was on, please try to secure ABC tickets, the Ola Balu or whatever. I as a person stood in his principle and philosophy. I believe in his ideology. Even at the time in the local government, I was being referred to as Obaseki of Ovia Southwest. That's to tell you that I think I like him, or rather, I think like him. So for me, my relationship with the governor is father and son.
For Honorable Destiny Enabulele, leadership and learning are indispensable to each other. A philosophy espoused by late J.F. Kennedy, former President of the United States of America. Indeed, the legacies of Honorable Enabulele are a compelling force in the current forward movement of Ovia Southwest local government area of Edo State.